Good morning, students. In the last session, we have studied few phylums. In this session, I am going to teach a few more phylums like Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, etc. Okay, so first I am going to teach about phylum Annelida. This group, which are the organisms or animals coming under these groups, like earthworms or worms or ringworms, especially. Okay, so this Annelida group, it is commonly called as ringworms. What is another name for Annelida group? Ringworms. Clear? Most are free living, but few are parasitic. So most of the animals comes under or organisms comes under this group. They are free living, but very few are parasitic. Parasitic means living in other organisms and taking nourishment from that organism. Clear? Some are burrowing and occur in moist soil. Some they will make burrows and stay occur in moist soil. These are bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical means body can divide into two similar halves only through a one median plane. That is called bilaterally symmetrical. Okay, and are first true coelomates. These are the first true coelomates. Coelomates means animals with coelom or body cavity. Okay, so some are acoelomate without coelom. Some are pseudocoelomate. They have false coelom. So these are the first true coelomates. Which group? Annelida group. Then if you're talking about their body, it is very soft body and elongated. Most of their body is long or elongated, cylindrical shape and metamerically segmented. You can see the segmentation also. Then they have complete digestive system. So the before other phylums, we told some they have only cellular level organization, some have only tissue levels, some have organ levels. Here they have complete digestive organ system level. Okay, so they have complete digestive system. Then locomotion occurs with setae, parapodia or suckers. So suckers, in the previous class I showed what is a sucker, which used to sting to the host. It is in the usually they are organism which are leading parasitic mode of life. They have to stick to the host body. For that they are using the suckers. Here with the help of suckers, it also used for locomotion also. Okay, so locomotion occurs with the setae, parapodia or suckers. I can show you parapodia and suckers here. Yes, you can see here parapodia. Yes, these are the parapodia. So these are known as parapodia. It is used for locomotion. Okay, and setae. Yeah, here you look at this diagram. You can see setae. It's also known as bristles. This is also used for locomotion. Clear? So these type organs. These are called setae or bristles. These are the parapodium which are used for locomotion. Yes. So locomotion occurs with setae, parapodia or suckers. Then they have well developed longitudinal and circular muscles help in locomotion. So in our case also, you know, which system help for movement? Muscular system. Muscular system, the main function it is movement. Okay. So here they can move from one place to another place with the help of muscles. They have longitudinal muscles and also circular muscles which helps for locomotion. Then how they will breathe or respiration will take place. Respiration occurs through body surface or through moist skin. In the previous smaller classes, you studied how the earthworm will breathe or how earthworm, how is the respiration will take place in earthworm through the moist skin. Excuse me. So respiration occurs through body surface. Then excretion. For excretion, they have another organ. It is known as nephridia. The same name you learned in another phylum also. So excretion occurs by nephridia. Circulatory system is closed type. What is meant by closed type? There are two types circulatory system, closed and open type. Closed type means blood is flowing through the blood vessels, heart which pumps blood and the blood is flowing through the blood vessels. Closed type. Open type means the blood will be, in the case of cockroach, you know, the blood will be inside one cavity and all the organs bathed in this blood. Clear? So here circulatory system, it is like us. We have closed type. Blood is flowing through the blood vessels. Circulatory system is closed type. Then hemoglobin is dissolved in the plasma. Hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is a pigment which gives red color for the blood and also it carries oxygen. So it is dissolved in plasma. What is meant by plasma? Plasma means blood plasma is a yellowish liquid component of blood that holds the blood cells of whole blood in suspension. That holds the blood cells, you know which are the blood cells, RBC, WBC, platelets. It is a liquid part of the blood. Plasma means it is a liquid part of the blood that carries cells and proteins throughout the body. It makes up about 55% of the body's total blood volume. If you are taking the total blood, 55% of the total blood, what it is plasma. Clear? Then, nervous system is made up of nerve ring and ganglionated nerve cord. So, nervous system is made up of nerve rings and also nerve cords. Then, mostly bisexual, but a few may be unisexual. Bisexual, it is also known as hermaphrodites. Both male and female organs, it's present in the male and female. It's present in the same organism. That is called a bisexual. Unisexual, male and female, it is separate. Then, here in this group, some are ectoparasites. What is meant by ectoparasite? It's a parasite but living outside the body. Endoparasite means parasite which lives inside the body. That is endoparasite. Ectoparasite, parasitic mode of life, but it lives outside. Like leech, suck vertebrate blood. Okay, leech is an ectoparasite. It takes food from others, but it living outside. So they are known as ectoparasites. So ectoparasites like leech suck vertebrate blood. I can show you the figure here. Yes, look at here. So the leech, it takes blood from others, but they live outside the body. They are known as ectoparasite. Then, which are the organisms or examples for this group? Annelida group, Nereis, earthworm. Earthworm, it is known as, scientific names also given, it's known as Pheretima. Leech, it is known as Hirudinaria. Okay, so scientific name of leech, it is Hirudinaria. Earthworm is known as Pheretima and Nereis. So these organisms coming under this group. Which group? Annelida group. Clear? So you can see here some pictures they given. The tentacles, the previous class we discussed what is meant by tentacle. Just below that you can see palp, parapodia, this is also parapodia. Here anus, posterior end, it contains anus. Here in the middle it presents genital papillae. Here muscles you can see, circular muscles and longitudinal muscle which help for locomotion. How this organism can move? Because of the contraction and relaxation of the muscles. Okay, the earthworm, in the case of earthworm, you would have seen that first it will contract and it will relax. Okay, like that it is moving from one place to another. Muscles always contract, relax. Clear? So these are circular muscles, these are longitudinal muscles. Contraction of these muscles elongates a worm. Contraction of these muscles shorten and flatten the worm. Clear? So contraction of circular muscles elongates a worm. Contraction of longitudinal muscles shorten and flatten the worm. The setae help the worm cling to the sides of the burrow as it moves along. Okay, so that is the use of setae. The setae helps the worm cling to the sides of the burrow as it moves along. Here you can see earthworm circulatory system. Hearts. How many hearts are there? Earthworm, we have only one heart, but usually the worms, they have many hearts. They have 5 hearts. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they are not very complicated like us, our heart, because in our case, the blood, it has to reach in many different parts. Here, they don't want to reach in many parts. Okay, almost all the parts, it's very close by. So hearts, you can see, there are 5 hearts. These are the blood vessels. You can see here blood vessels. So this is the heart structure. These are nerve, we told there is a nerve rings and nerve cord. This is pair of ganglia. This is one pair of ganglia.